Lego Disney Advent Calendar. This one comes with some princess friends here: Moana, Pua, Ariel, Tiana, Mirabel, Sven, Elsa, and a Snowgie. You can see that there's dust on this one because I just found it and realized this is from 2024. So it is going to be the 2026 Advent Calendar coming out. So we're going to try to cover all of them, and we'll start from 2024. So usually these Advent Calendars have a little mat that you open on the back. So it's going to show here. And you count down to the holiday by opening a door each day, and then you can place the characters on the map. I really liked, there's another one, if you like Peppa Pig, there was a George's birthday Advent calendar, and that was really cool because it wasn't associated with a holiday. Like, you could do it at any time of the year, and it also had a mat with it like that, and you got a special George figure that had a birthday hat on it. So I think I have that in an Advent calendar folder if you want to check that out. Okay, so we opened the calendar, so you can see here's the front, and then you just cut open the tape and it folds down just like that. Okay, so we have a beautiful picture of the Disney castle. Oh gosh, this is so pretty, and you can see that has some snow on the tree, so it's clearly winter time here. Okay, and let's look at the bottom mat. So these are just like little spaces. It looks almost like a board game here. There's no directions or anything, but maybe we can just like put each piece down there. Okay, so this one, some of the Advent calendars will go in a row, or they'll go in order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one, you can tell, is one of those like seek and find or search and find Advent calendars. So you want to start and try to find number 1. So you're looking on here for number 1. So I see 2, 10, 4, 18, 13, 21, 3, 14, 11, 2, 5, 12, 23, 1. Okay, so we have 1 right here. So if we're counting up or down, so let's see, if we are counting to it, this is why it's easier when they have it in a row, because are we counting from number 1 or are we counting from 24? So I think we're going to start with 1 and we'll go up. We'll count up to 24 and we'll see about that. Okay, so the first one, okay, this gives you a little picture of who it's going to be. So here we have, it looks like Moana. So there is a new Moana movie that is out right now. I have not seen it yet. It's a live action Moana. If anybody has seen the live action Moana, let me know, but I have not seen it. I don't know if it's worth it or if it's good, but I have seen that it is out right now. Okay, so we have a Moana little Lego. So you can see here, there's no directions for it. It just shows the picture of what we're going to do. So this is a cute, I like that it has its own little plastic bag here. So you're not gonna lose the pieces as soon as you take it out. Okay, so we have the body of the Moana Lego figure. And I'm just going to go based off of what I just opened here. And we'll add her head here. And we'll add her hair. So let's count these pieces. We had a body, a head, and hair. So that's 3 pieces to build our Moana character. So there is our Moana. It's so fun to have like the Lego characters, like the official ones, because if you notice, they're coming out with so many of these little Lego characters. They're coming in like kind of these blind bags, and they all have different ones. I think there's one coming from like Monsters Inc. and a few other ones. Okay, so we have the 3-piece Moana. And right here, it looks like, I don't know, a flower? So Lego does this thing where they always give you like an extra piece. And look, they're doing that in the Advent calendar too. So we have like the base of here, and then we have this green little flower. Okay, so we have here. And here, the picture, it just has one little flower. So here's our extra piece. I really wonder how much money Lego loses every year by giving all these extra pieces because look, they're doing it even in their advent calendar. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so put in the chat if you guys have seen this new Moana movie, new live action Moana movie, and if it's worth it and if it's good. So number one, first day, we have Moana. So we can put this on like the little map that they have here. And that's our first day. It doesn't have any numbers, so I'm just gonna put it randomly. And here's our extra thing. This is so crazy. I'm gonna see how many extra Lego pieces they give us in this whole set. Okay, so that was our first day, and our first day was Moana. So let's go to day 2. Put this to the side. So again, this is not in order. I really like when they're in order. This whole seek and find is a little confusing. Okay, I see number 2. It's right here. So, oh no, we have to destroy the castle. It's so pretty. I don't want to do that. This should come with like a poster of the castle because this is like a really nice castle. Okay. All right, this looks like, okay, so this is going to go with Moana because here we have a palm tree. So it looks like we're going to build maybe the princess and then something that's like complimentary to her. I think that's kind of the vibe of this one. Okay, so we have the palm tree. And I see a little wave from Camilla. So hi, Camilla. All right, so we have a little palm tree. And again, no directions, so you kind of have to just look at this picture. So we have just this base right here. And we had this little white swirly, which doesn't really mean anything to me. I mean, do you have ice cream on the island? I don't know. There's a little white swirly. If you remember anything from the Moana movie that would say like white swirly or what this would be, then let me know, but I don't know. Okay, let's build a palm tree on the side here. Put this here. This is a little complicated for this day. All right, we're gonna put this gray piece here. And I'm just looking from here. So I'm not even looking at any directions or anything like that. This looks like the palm tree. Very cool. Let's stick that in here. And here we go. We have a palm frond. We'll stick that there. And it looks like it's kind of upside down. So we'll do it like that. Okay. And we're going to decorate. This is like a symbol. It looks like a symbol. Oh gosh, I need to watch the movie Moana and catch up on this. There's a symbol in Moana, the heart of, is this the heart of like Tafiti? The heart of Tafiti? I don't know. Maybe it is. It's some symbol from the movie. And I know like she's looking for that. Guys, I don't think I've seen Moana in so long. Okay, so this one, we're going to go and put this one here. We're still building this palm tree. So it looks like we got Moana, the character, in number 1. And now this is number 2. This is going to be Moana's complimentary piece. And again, no directions. I am just looking quickly at this picture right here. Okay, and doing the best I can. I think that is it. Okay, so this is Moana's palm tree. Okay, so we're just talking about how Lego gives you so many extra pieces. Look at this. They gave us an extra little like snow cone or ice cream thing, which doesn't have anything to do. Another like heart of Tafiti or the Moana like special thing that she's looking for, and an extra little green piece. Okay, so there's 3 green extra pieces in that one. That's pretty crazy. So we're up to 4 if you're counting. Okay, so number 1 and number 2, we have, whoops, these are tiny. Okay, we have Moana, and then we have her little set, which is a palm tree. And look, we can like kind of put her on this set here. There we go. So we have Moana and her set. So let me know in the comments if you have seen the new Moana movie. I have not seen it yet, and if it is worth seeing. Okay. So these aren't numbered, so I'm just going to put this down so you guys can keep seeing what I'm doing here. All right, so we have done number 2. So now this is the seek and find. We need to find number 3, and that's going to be all the way in this top right corner. We're going to open it like this. All right, who are we going to get? Ariel. Okay, Ariel, it's hard. I want to say that Ariel's my favorite princess. Let me know your favorite Disney princess. But the reason I always say Ariel is because she's like the first Disney princess I remember seeing like in a Disney movie. So that's why I feel like she has to be my favorite. But my all-time favorite is not in this set. It looks like my all-time favorite growing up, though, ended up being Belle. Okay, so we have Ariel. So we're going to look right here and put Ariel together. So we have a body. You know, it'd be really cool if these were the Legos that like kind of like meant, but and like sat down, but we can't do that. All right, let's add Ariel's head. So she has some nice little lipstick on, her eyes, bathing suit. Let's add her classic red hair here. I mean, she definitely needs flounder in here. We'll see if we get it. Okay, so that's a pretty good Ariel. Look at that. It's pretty cute. Okay, and so next to Ariel here, again, no directions in this set. It just shows you like a little piece next to it. So we have blue, purple, blue, and then a flower. So we're going to build blue, purple, and then blue, or this is aqua, I guess you could say, and then the flower. All right, and that is all of it for day 3. So this would be Ariel. And what would you call this? A piece of coral, maybe, with the flower on top? Yeah. Okay, so day 3, we have Ariel and say coral. Okay, so in day 3, like also gave us, man, these don't stand up well. Okay, we're gonna put you over here so you can stand up. Okay, she's not standing. I'm just gonna lay her down. Okay, so day 3 gave us 3 extra Lego pieces. I cannot get over how many extra Lego pieces they give us. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to day 4. So here we go. We look at the map again. We've got Moana, and now we've got Ariel, and now we need to find day 4. Day 4 is going to be over here in this left corner. You push it in, you pull it out. Who do you think it's going to be? I think it's going to be... Okay, so this is again with the Little Mermaid and Ariel, and it looks like kind of just a little underwater castle for Ariel. So this is fun. Definitely takes like a little time to do these. So that's actually pretty fun for an advent calendar because I was talking about my Peppa Pig advent calendar before, and you kind of just open it and you get like a little figure or like a little piece of something, and then that's it for the day. So this is kind of fun that you get to actually build something every single day. Okay, so now we're still on the Little Mermaid kick, and we're going to get this blue guy right here. And again, should I be ripping these off? But I don't like the look of it if I rip it off. So I want to keep it on because I like the castle. So I need to keep it open like that. Okay, so let's build this set for Ariel. And let me know if you are liking the Moana one better so far or the Ariel one. See, this is like when it gets complicated. How am I supposed to see that? And they give me extra pieces, so I think this goes somewhere, but it doesn't. So this looks like it goes here. And then we're gonna add this little castle thing. What is this? Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. That does not go there. So we're gonna add this here. And it looks like we're gonna add these like kind of coral shoots or something. Here, we'll do one here, one here. Okay, this goes on the top now, I see. Here. And we have flowers, more coral shoots. More, this is a coral shoot and flowers. Okay, so we have these little corals. If you look in one of my videos with another Little Mermaid, they have these little coral shoot things too. So this is pretty popular for building for the Little Mermaid set. Okay, so we have her little set, very cute. And now we're going to add the flowers. So the flowers, there's one here and one here. Okay, and one here. So here we have it. That's Ariel's little set. I like that. That's actually kind of like a cute little set, and that wasn't too hard to build. I think it was way easier than building the palm tree, but let's see if Ariel fits on it somewhere so she can stand up. Okay, let's put her here. We could just probably move this flower over if I really needed to because her hair gets in the way. Okay, there we go. So now Ariel's like on her little set and she can stand up. Very cute. Okay, so this was Moana for day 1, and day 2 was here. So we got the Moana doll and Moana set for 1 and 2, and then, oh, this thing too. And day 3, we got Ariel and her little coral thing, and then we got an Ariel set. Okay, so we have 2 princesses and 2 sets over 4 days. And here we go, like I was just talking about, 2 extra pieces. Okay, so what princess or set do you think is next? We have done Moana, we have done Ariel, and we have done 4 days. So we need to say day 5. So day 5 is here. Oh, another one where I'm opening the castle. I don't like opening the castle. Okay, we have, what is this? Okay, I don't know what this is. Is this a dreidel? Okay, maybe. Maybe this is a dreidel. If you know what this is, let me know. It looks like it's going to be a little interesting to build. I think it's supposed to spin. So here's the bottom of it. And let's try to build from here. So we have the bottom, and then we're going to have a white piece here. It needs to go there. And then we're going to turn it and have a yellow piece. It has to go this way to click into here. And then we're going to have the spinny piece go on top here. Okay, it's coming together well. All right, and now we need to put on these colored pieces. So it's showing me here, green is gonna go here. So we have green, and then purple is gonna go here, purple, and then it says blue goes in this back. So we're doing blue here and yellow here. Okay, so here is like our little spinny. Does it spin? Oh, look at that. Guys, come on, that is super cool. And I just knocked over Moana. Sorry, Moana. But that is super cool. That kind of blew away my expectations. Okay, that is really entertaining. Okay, Lego wins. That was cool. Keep knocking down my princesses, though. But is this a... Okay, there should be a game here. Look at this. So yellow, yellow, green, green. So this has the same colors. So maybe this is a game. I don't see any directions though, so I don't. And then how do you know what like space you're supposed to go to? It keeps hitting my princesses. It has this whole board and it just keeps gravitating towards my princesses. Like, come on, can we just go over here? Okay, look how cool this is. Why doesn't Lego just make a whole game set of this? Like, I would definitely buy it. Like, my kids would love this. They just would keep spinning it. Okay, and kids love spinning things. I mean, come on, fidget spinner. This is like a Lego fidget spinner. Come on. This is awesome. Okay, this is my favorite so far. And look, they didn't give us any extra pieces for that, so that's pretty funny. Okay, well, we're moving on. Number 6. So this is like one I can't find. Okay, 6, right here. So we've got Moana, Moana set, Ariel, Ariel set, dreidel, game piece. Okay, we're going back to Moana. Okay, that's an interesting concept to go skip over and go back to Moana on number 6. Okay, again, we're going to open this little bag and get all of our little pieces out. And no directions. We're just going to look at this picture and build it. So we have Moana's little Pua. Look at Pua, so cute. And it looks like there's a little top hat for Pua. Okay, so he has a little hole in his head to put on a top hat. Okay, maybe I still haven't seen Moana in a long time, but what does a top hat have to do with Pua? Does Pua ever wear a top hat in any of the movies? I don't know why Pua is in a top hat. Okay, if you know anything about Moana, let me know, and why Pua would be in a top hat. Okay, so we're gonna keep building. We're doing a yellow piece with a green piece, and then we're putting this flower on top. And we have 3 extra pieces that we are not going to use. They are not in the picture, and we're putting them to the side. And that is our day. Number 6 is Pua in a top hat with this like little flower. Okay, we're gonna put that over here with Moana. All right, we're on to day number 7. I am thoroughly entertained by this, by the way, if you cannot tell. This is a pretty good set. And this is, again, the 2024 one. So I can only imagine that the 2025 one and 2026 one got even better. Okay, we're going back to Moana again. It looks like we're getting Moana's boat. Okay, so let's get this little set out. And again, I love that they come in their own little baggies instead of having to like fish them all out. Okay, so here we go. We have pieces for Moana's boat, and we are on day number 7. I'm gonna dump this out. So I am going to have to see what you do for this thing. This is pretty, it looks like the most complicated one so far. We have this piece right here. We're going to have to connect it to this front piece. This is her boat. So do you remember what Moana's boat is called? It's called, I thought she had a name for it. This is very Moana heavy. So I'm thinking 2024, was that a big year for Moana? Like, I don't even think it was. I mean, I would say this year is even a bigger year for her because the live action movie just came out, which again, I have not seen. Okay, and if you have seen the live action movie, let me know how it is. And we're gonna keep building this. I want to say it's called like the Wayfinder. Is that right? Wayfinder. And we're gonna keep building Moana's boat for day number 7. And let's see here. Gosh, this is pretty wild to do without any directions. I'm just kind of winging it. Moana's boat. Okay. Moana, make way. Okay, we have that. Putting on the green piece on her boat. And a red flower. This doesn't really fit on the top unless this is upside down. So it looks like this has to be the right side up if you want to be able to click the flower on top of it. Okay, so we have Moana's boat. See if the flower clicks now. No. Okay, I am not sure how the flower is supposed to click on there, but let's see. So we have her boat, and we're going to add this extra piece here. And that looks about it. So this is Moana's boat, minus the flower that I cannot get to connect up here. Oh, I had it upside down. Okay, so you gotta put the flower upside down. All right, there you go. There's Moana's boat. So we had 2 extra pieces. Again, Lego gives extra pieces. So we had 2 extra flowers and 1 like side piece from right here that they gave us extra. So we still have lots of little extra pieces. So this is a cute boat. I mean, it's a little difficult to put together just by the look of it. We could put Pua on the boat and see if Pua wants to ride on the boat in his top hat. Okay, so I seriously still don't understand. Why is Pua wearing a top hat? Please let me know if you know why Pua is looking super fancy in a top hat on the boat, because I do not know why. All right, so we have a setting for Pua. We have a setting for Moana, setting for Ariel, and we are going to move on to day number 8. Where's 8 at? 8, 8, 8, 8. So this is like a seek and find. It's over here. Okay, so we have 8. It's hiding over here, and we're gonna open this, and we have, open this right here. What is this? Oh my goodness. Okay, I know what this is. The only reason I know what this is because there is a fork. So we're going back to the Little Mermaid. We're going back to Ariel, and we are building another setting for Ariel. Does this mean we're gonna get Flounder? Because that looks like completely a setting that like Ariel and Flounder are in like the caves, and they are like looking for all the human stuff, but I do not see a flounder yet, but that would have been a super cool piece to have. All right, we're building here, putting like a statue head. Okay, this doesn't have a face on it, kind of weird, but I guess it's supposed to be a statue with a wig or like some hair. Okay, I don't really remember this from The Little Mermaid. Was there a statue underwater with no face on it? I mean, I remember her having like the collecting things. Like that's what the song says. Like, look at this stuff, isn't it neat? And she collects things from the human world. I don't remember a statue though. Okay, so let's go. We have a fork, and remember what Ariel finds this fork and she brings it to the seagull, and she says like, what is this? And he says it's a, and do you remember what he says it is? He says it's a dingle hopper. So it's a dingle hopper. So we have a dingle hopper and like some gems, like diamonds. So I know like they had stuff from like a shipwreck. So we could have some diamonds from a shipwreck and a dingle hopper, a fork, and then Lego gave us an extra fork. So we're gonna put this dingle hopper over here. We don't need it. And here we go. Here's another piece of the setting for Ariel. And I think that this is from the cave when she is diving in the cave and keeping her collection. I just don't remember the statue. Okay, so here we go. We have that for Ariel. All right, we're moving on to number 9, day 9. Oh, I have to move Ariel out of the way. Sorry. We're gonna go to day 9. Will this be Moana again? Because I feel like they're just jumping around. Oh, okay, we're moving on. We have a new princess. So exciting. Now we have Elsa. So we should be building some Frozen scenes. How fun. So we have Ariel, Little Mermaid scenes here. And we have Moana scenes. And we have our spinny top. So let's open our Elsa. So Lego has made like a brick head of Elsa. And I do have another video on that. And it's the face is okay. Like I really like the shiny, like she has like a frozen thing that's like popping out. That looks cool. But this is a little one. So we have actually the Elsa character. So let's add her hair. And here we go. We have Elsa. So we moved on to Frozen and added another princess here. And here we have just a little brick, and we're gonna put on this flower. So it looks like we are adding a Frozen setting here. All right, let's put Elsa down. So that was that. And Lego gave us an extra flower. All right, let's move on to number 10. Where's number 10? Seek and find. Okay, it's all the way up here. Number 10. Okay, and we are building a Snowgie on a sled. Okay, I have to be honest, I really did not pay attention too much to Frozen 2. This is a big set. But tell me about Snowgies. I mean, I have some pajamas, not for myself, but I have some pajamas for my kids that have Snowgies on them because they're so cute. But I really don't even know what the Snowgies were about. I think that was is it like from a Frozen short, like the shorter films, or was the Snowgie in Frozen 2? I don't know. I think I need to watch Frozen 2 again. Okay, so we have the bottom of the Snowgie. I mean, they look super cute, though. Like, look at this little Snowgie. So we have a Snowgie. He's so cute. All right, so we're going to put that on the back here. Because I think, like, Disney Plus has some shorter episodes of Frozen that, like, I just remember there being a fireplace, and, like, Elsa, there's Anna and Kristoff are, like, by a fireplace, and then Elsa comes. Like, isn't that... That's not Frozen or Frozen 2. Like, it was a different thing. It was like a short, like, I don't know what it's called. Like a little show of Frozen. All right, we're building another little sled thing. What is this supposed to be? Look at this. Like, they only show us this and doesn't have anything of what this bottom would be. have no idea how I'm supposed to attach that. Okay, we have these gray pieces. That does not help. Okay, so we have this little guy, and let's kind of try to reverse engineer this. Like this is going up here and attaching this way. And it's supposed to be like a seesaw. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be a seesaw. Okay, so how are we gonna build this? We need to put like a piece in here. Yeah, this definitely is like parents need to help kids, because I would never have guessed this like as just a kid. All right, let me put it in here. Look at that. It is a seesaw. It just took me a little bit to figure it out, but there's no diagram of how to make this seesaw. It was just like two pieces put together, but reverse engineer it. We figured it out, and we have a Snowgie on a seesaw. Okay, come on. We have to have Olaf to put on the other side, but I have a feeling they won't, but at least we could put Elsa on the other side. All right, so we have a Snowgie, and Elsa could be on the seesaw. How fun. Cool. All right, and let's move on. We have 2 extra pieces we're going to put to the side. So we'll close that one, and we need to move on to number 11. So is this going to be Frozen? Is it going to go back to Moana? Is it going to go to Little Mermaid? So that is like the element of surprise. Maybe it's better that they go back and forth. Okay, this looks like a Frozen scene, Frozen castle. So we'll go ahead and pull these pieces out and open here. And it looks like we're going to build a scene from Frozen. So we kind of push this here. Should I just start ripping these off? I really don't want to though, because I like how it looks. All right, we're gonna build a lot of the Lego. It's really easy to think of things as mirror images of each other. So if one goes here, one goes there, and that's how I try to put Legos together pretty quickly, is thinking that it's going to be even on both sides, especially for like kid ones, they usually are. All right, let's cut here. And we have these like front things on the castle, and they point upwards. So that's pretty cool. So this is like the front of the castle. And nice decoration so you can see it's even on both sides. There. Okay, and we're gonna put this here and this here. And it looks like we need this in the middle. And this is like a little shield thing. I guess that's gonna go here. And turn around. We're gonna put this here. And this is what we're making for the Frozen castle. Okay, so that wasn't too difficult. Very cool. So here we have the Frozen castle, and this was day 11. Okay, so really Elsa needs to get off the seesaw, even though that was super fun and super cool. She needs to see if she can go stand in her castle, which she is too tall for. So it is just for show because she can't even fit in the back. But, I mean, it looks cool. Let's keep her on the seesaw then, and we'll just put this in the background. And here we go. So there we have like the Frozen setting, like that. Okay, so that is Ariel, Elsa, Moana, and day 11 is over. So are we gonna move to a new princess? Are we gonna go hop back? Let's see, we're going to day 12. So day 12, and again, you don't do all these in one, like the advent calendar. Oh, we have Sven. I wanted Olaf, but this is probably just as good to have Sven. Oh, so cute. There's like really nothing to put together for this day. So this is an easy day. You get Sven, a Lego Sven. So cute. All right, and we just have one little arrow pointing down here, and it's just to put the back on Sven. And it looks like you could probably take it off and like have Elsa ride Sven. So here we have cute Sven. All right, and then see if we could take that off again and put Elsa on it. Can we make Elsa ride Sven? Oh, that would be cool. Yes, we can. There we go. Now we have Elsa on Sven. Okay, this is my favorite. This is so cool. No big deal, just writing Sven. Okay, very cool. And then just keep this brown piece so when she's not writing him, he looks like he has a back on him. Okay, so that is our Frozen section. And we will keep on going and see if we open up a new princess. We are on day 13, so let's see what we have. We have a sled. Wow, we are really doubling down on Frozen here. We've had like 4 Frozen ones in a row. All right, we have a sled. So was Frozen really big in 2024? Is that when Frozen 2 came out? I don't know if somebody knows that. I have no idea when Frozen 2 came out. But it would make sense because this calendar is like super Frozen heavy. Okay, looks like we're building a sled here. So you can see there's no directions, but we're going to do our best. And it looks like they go out like that. But then we need to connect them. So we're going to connect them here. And we're going to put the back of the sled like this. And the front of the sled is going to go connect here. This is going to turn upside down. And the front of the sled is going to go like this. Okay, and then we have like these look like hockey sticks. So there could definitely be like a hockey Lego, and they use the same thing because it definitely looks like a hockey stick. But this one is going to be as the side of our sled here. Okay, and let's see, can we put Elsa on the sled? I bet she'll fit right there. It's the same space as the seesaw. Okay, very cool. Here is the sled for Elsa. All right, and we'll put that there. Okay, moving on, we're going to day 14. So day 14 is going to be over here. We have 11 days left. What is this? What is this? We have a teacup and a cookie and a little fire. Okay, what are we thinking the movie is for this? A teacup, a cookie, a flame. I mean, I think we're moving on from Frozen because these do not look like Frozen colors. But what movie would this be? Okay, hear me out. I think this is going to be Encanto. Because isn't there something in Encanto like the flame? Like the family Madrigal flame? And yes, so I think this is going to be Encanto. And this is like the really good, like the pink is definitely an Encanto pink. So I want to say we are moving into Encanto world, which I love Encanto. Great movie. Is there a second Encanto coming? I have no idea. But La Familia Madrigal, such a good movie. Very underrated. Like, I think the first couple times I saw Encanto on the TV, I just like wasn't that interested. And then when I finally like sat down and watched Encanto, I was like, this is actually like a really good movie. And all the music. I mean, how could you not love all of that? I think I was turned off by Bruno at first. Like I thought that was kind of scary. Like rats along his back. It was kind of creepy. What is this? A frog? Okay, I don't remember a frog in Encanto, but there's a frog looking at a flame. Okay, is this Encanto? Like, what movie is this? I think it is, but I am not sure. A frog and a flame, but Encanto-looking colors. And a cookie, and goodness, this will not, like, snap on. Okay, so we have a coffee cup, and we have a cookie. We have a flame. We have a frog. So we have an extra cookie, an extra coffee cup, and an extra flame. Those are our extra Lego pieces. So we just built the set for another movie. Not sure the movie yet. We're going to move on to door 15 and see if that tells us more. So we have 15 is all the way over here. We have 15. Oh my goodness. It's Tiana. Why do I think that is like a setting in Tiana's? Yes, Tiana's has the frog. Okay, yes, because now Splash Mountain at Disney is Tiana's, and there are frogs on there. So this is Tiana's. We are moving on to Princess Tiana. Okay, so let's dump out the pieces of Tiana. And there are, let's see, we have her dress here. We will add her head and her hair. They actually have like this Tiana as a brick built Lego character too in its own Disney Princess Castle. I still have to build that, so I'll probably come on and do that. But look at that. Nice Tiana. All right, and it looks like we have just kind of this little set, this little block that they've been doing on the side. They want us to do yellow, green, and yellow with a green flower. Okay, so is this Tiana? Is this Tiana's setting right here? I'm guessing. Is this like a restaurant maybe? So this is her setting? Because Tiana is the frog thing. Okay, so this has to be Tiana's. I thought it was Encanto. I think I'm wrong. I think this is actually for Tiana. Okay, and then we have that. And we'll put her little flower next to her. Okay, we're moving on, and we have just finished 15. So after 15 comes 16. Where is 16? So again, this is a seek and find one. And okay, sorry, Ariel, we have to move you again. Keep getting in the way here for 16. And it is, what is this? My goodness, is this like Tiana's? She doesn't have a castle, right? What is this? A set, more setting for Tiana? I can't tell because these colors look exactly like Encanto. So I keep thinking it's Encanto, but I do see a crown. Like there's crowns in Tiana's, right? Okay. So let me know in the comment if you know anything about Tiana's. I'm not familiar with that movie that much. So I cannot give too much insight about what this might be. I didn't think Tiana's had a castle, but maybe it did. Okay, this is so many pieces. I'm actually gonna have to like rip this off so I can tell because, okay, do these rip off? Okay, maybe I won't. Maybe I'm just gonna have to work like this. Okay, so we have the bottom piece and this middle piece is going to go, goodness, I need glasses for this. All right, there's these bricks here. Oh, these are cute. So we have these brick pieces here, and these are gonna go on the left and the right. And then this little archway is going to go here. And these are like getting more complicated as like they get into higher numbers. Okay, so then we have here, oh, these are nice little lights. Okay, I mean, I know the movie takes place in New Orleans. This kind of looks like some maybe New Orleans like architecture. So we'll put that there. Okay, so a nice little castle. We can put this pink piece on top. And we are going to go and put these two little white pieces here. And these like little crown like firework things. What are these supposed to be? I'm not sure. They kind of look like fireworks. And this little like roof structure at the top. And here we go. So we have this little castle thing. And then on the front of the castle, it has like these two flowers. We have like white and green. And white and green. Okay, so this has to be Tiana's, I'm guessing. All right, and here we go. We have the little castle makeup setting. All right, we're gonna put that over there with Tiana because it's the same colors. And move on to number 17. So 17, we're getting, what is this? A Christmas tree? Is this a Christmas tree? Okay, this has to be a Christmas tree. I don't think this is from any of the movies, so I think it just gave us a Christmas tree. Interesting. Let's move these extra pieces to the side. And we have what I think is a Christmas tree. So we're getting closer to the countdown. So maybe it's like turning into like from princess thing to like a holiday. So we'll build this real quick. Okay, this is seriously getting harder on my eyes. Like I cannot tell these pieces and they don't even come with instructions. But I'm going to do my best to put these on. So this is building the Christmas tree. And I'm gonna need this piece here. Okay, that's not too bad. And then we're gonna put the cone on top here. And then it has like these ones that like go under like that. Okay, this looks like kind of strange, but this is what it looks like in the picture, but okay. So this is a tree of sorts. And then we're gonna put a star on top. So this goes in the middle so it can hold the stars here. And then we have like, I've never seen this piece of Lego, it's new. So there's a star on this side and then we flip it around and then we put a star on this side. And it does not fit. So maybe there's two of these. Or maybe that's just supposed to be one-sided, I guess, because Lego keeps giving us extra pieces. So we have this like little tree. Interesting. Cute. Okay. I want to get back to the princesses. Like this totally looks like a princess calendar to me. And it's kind of a letdown to get to day 17. And now we're getting like a tree. I want more princess stuff. So let's go to door 18, which is going to be up here. Can we please have princess stuff? Princess stuff. Okay, this looks like we're going back to princess settings. And this has to be Encanto, right? This looks like the Encanto house. And I will say, like, these are getting harder and harder as the days go on. So if you get this for like a kid, it might need more instruction towards the end. Okay, so now we're going to focus on this house, which looks like the Encanto house. Let's put on some bricks on the bottom. And we're going to put the yellow piece here between them. And it looks like these orange piece here, this little red roof. And we're going to go to the other side and build a purple one. This has to be Encanto because I'm attaching flowers to here. So this is going to be the setting for Encanto for sure. So we have the pink flower here. And there's actually going to be an Encanto, I feel like it's an Encanto world or an Encanto ride at Animal Kingdom that's coming up. I think that's why they closed the dinosaur ride area at Animal Kingdom, is because they are building an Encanto ride, and it's going to be like an Encanto boat ride, which I think will be pretty awesome. And it'll give another reason to go to Animal Kingdom, which I love going to Animal Kingdom no matter what, but some people think that there's just not much to do at Animal Kingdom. So when I was just there, we had like the meet and greets, and they had like that new Zootopia show. So we had his meet and greet with like Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps. All right, so we have, let's see, the Madrigal house. There has to be an Encanto 2 coming out if they're making a ride, right? It only makes sense. Okay, so this has to be the Encanto house. How cute is this? It has like the little brick here and has flowers on the outside, flowers here. And if I remember, the roof kind of has like these tiles, the tile roof that like goes up and down. So this has to be an Encanto house. So we need Mirabel. So let's see if we get Mirabel anytime soon. So we have the Encanto house. All right, we're closing 18 and we're moving on to 19. And are we going to get Mirabel? Because we have what I think is the Encanto house. Oh my goodness, no. Okay, here's another piece. But this has to be the flame of the Encanto house. So yeah, the grandma was, okay, I haven't seen Encanto in a little while, but the grandma was talking to a flame, and That's like where they get their powers from. So we have the Encanto house. So now we're going to build the Encanto candle flame. Okay, so we're going to put a green one here and alternate. We're going to do like this blue one and another green one and a blue one here. Okay, and now we're going to build the candle. And this is the Encanto flame. My goodness, I thought that would be easier to get on here. Okay, so those all connect like that. And we're going to put the candle on top of here. It goes the other way. And the flame. So we have this house. Okay, how does this not, it goes on this brown thing here. Okay, this is the flame, like doesn't sit in this, but maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, so there we have the Encanto flame, and we're gonna put that next to the Encanto house. But now we just need Mirabel. Where is Mirabel? We still don't have her. We are on day 19. Time is running out. We need Mirabel. Door number 20. We're going over here, moving Ariel out of the way, and let's see. Come on, Mirabel. Has to be you. Yes, finally we have Mirabel. It took us 20 days to get Mirabel. Mirabel. And we just knocked over Ariel's treasure. Okay, here we go. This is our, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th princess in the set on day 20. And it is Mirabel. So let's open this here. I did not get a brick heads of Mirabel when I got the Lego princesses, but that would be a good addition. Okay, so we have Mirabel's body, and we're going to add Mirabel's head, and she has her glasses, and we're going to add Mirabel's hair like this. Mirabel. Okay, and then we're building a little side for Mirabel, and that's going to be white, pink, white flower. So we have white, pink, and then white and flower. White and flower. Okay, so we are on day 20, and we just built our 5th princess, and this is Mirabel from Encanto. And I think this is the last princess we're gonna have. So this one we ended up building her whole setting before we got the princess. So that was a little confusing, but we knew that we were going to get Mirabel. So there we go. Mirabel's here. And none of these princesses actually fit in their house, but they can like fit in like around the house. So there's nowhere for her to, okay, she can kind of stand outside the house. All right, there we go. Mirabel. All right, 21. So what else could we get? We've got 5 princesses. We got a spinny top. We got a tree. We could get, what is this? I don't even know what this is. All right, this looks like the side of the Disney castle. So maybe we're building like a mini Disney castle. So we have the green here, and we're going to build up 2 circles. 1 and 2, and then we're going to add a blue cone here. So these are definitely Disney castle colors. We have the blue and the gold, although the castle itself is being painted white again. So this is gray, but this is a from 2024. This advent calendar is 2024. And we're gonna go here and build this side. So this definitely looks like the left side of a castle. So we may be building a castle here. So this is not a complete piece, but here we have what looks like the side of the Disney castle from 2024. Okay, we're going on to 22. 22, 22, 22. Okay, right here in the castle. And here we have the middle. Okay, so then I'm thinking 23 is going to be the right side, and then 24, who knows? All right, wow. I am very impressed every time I take out like a big thing of plastic, how much is in here. I mean, they can fit so many pieces in here. All right, we're building the middle of the castle, and I have the bottom green here. And we're going to try our best to see this because it's like nearly impossible to see these pieces. Okay, so these are gonna go on either side. These like gray brick pieces are gonna go on either side. If you ever get this set, I would probably reference this video because these are not the easiest things to build without instructions. And we're going to put the front here. Okay, these are the sides. Oh, we need these pieces in the front because we have to hang flowers. So we need to put these front-facing pieces here. And we're gonna put the arc on top. And this arc in the back. And we're building the middle of the Disney castle. Here, we're gonna snap this one on here. And we have decorating the front. So we're gonna put these green pieces here. And let's see, flip this one around. And we're gonna put some little red flowers on it to like decorate for the holidays. And on top, it looks like we're going to have a little clock. Cool. Or white piece and then a clock. Okay, so we have this piece here and then the clock here. Okay, so we have the middle part of the castle. So now we have the left part. Okay, and see, look, this is the left side. And they have this hook here. So that means I bet you the next one is gonna be the right side. So we're gonna snap that into place. And that's kind of cool. It moves back and forth. So it can be in the front or you can move it to the back like that. That's pretty neat. Okay, so then they gave us 2 extra pieces here, another flower and another clock we'll put to the side. All right, we're moving on to 2 more days left. We have day 23 and day 24. So day 23 is going to be over here. And let's see. I'm going on 57 minutes. So wow, this does take quite a long time to build and is definitely going to be entertaining over the course of a month because this is not meant to be built in like one day. It's only supposed to be built on each day leading down or counting down to your holiday. All right, we're building the right side of the castle. We have 2 of these gray pieces. So again, this is from this is from 2024 when the castle was still painted gray. And they are in the process, at least at Magic Kingdom, of painting the castle like kind of like a white color. But then, like I said, in 2024, it would have still been gray. So I think this is supposed to be the actual castle here. And we'll put this on top. All right, and so we have the right side of our castle here. And we get the other side that we built, and then we can connect it here like that. Okay, so we have the castle, and you can move it like that. It's kind of neat. I don't know how exactly it's supposed to be. It kind of looks the best like that. Okay, so that's our Disney castle. And we only have 1 day left, and that is going to be 24. And that is all the way down here in the bottom right. Gosh, I've had to move Ariel this whole time. Sorry, Ariel. And 24. What is our last day? Okay, so this looks like a balcony for the castle. Okay. Interesting. So our final day, day 24. Oh my goodness, look how big this bag is the balcony for the castle. So you can see all of what we've done so far here. So we've had Ariel and her treasures, her dingle hopper, which was the fork. We've had Tiana and like her restaurant, I'm guessing is what is going on here. And then we have had Elsa and Sven and the snow geese, a tree, Moana, Pua, and a top hat. Over here, we've had Mirabel and the candle. This goes to Sven. We've had a sled over here And now we are doing the final piece, which is going to be the balcony of the castle. All right, the balcony of the castle is going to start out with this piece right here, and we're going to build this kind of railing system first. And we're gonna have it face towards us. And we have these two white pieces. Let's see, let's build out these gray ones first. So these gray ones pop out like this on each side. And these gray ones are gonna like hold like extra little blue tops to match the rest of the castle. And we have this white piece here. Okay, and we're going to add this piece here and this piece here. And we're gonna add these gold pieces. And we're building the last piece of the 2024 Disney Advent Calendar, which was filled with a bunch of princesses and settings for princesses. So it makes sense that the last day would be a nice little balcony that our princesses could go on. All right, we're gonna put a green and a green flower here, and red and red. Okay, and this is our final piece of this set of 24 doors of pieces. All right, and there is our final piece. So does this fit here? See, there's no instructions, so this is like our best bet. Okay, I think it goes there. Look at that, how cute. So we got a mini Disney Magic Kingdom castle. Love it. Okay, let me see if any of the princesses even fit up here. Let's take Tiana, and we can see, like, does a princess actually fit up here? Kind of. Maybe she could go down here below. Okay, so this might just be for looksies. I don't think it's actually functional for them. But regardless, pretty cool. We get a mini castle. Okay, so to review, we got Moana and Pua and an island and a palm tree. We got Mirabel, the flame. We got Elsa, Sven, a sled, a Snowgie on a seesaw, and we got like a little mini frozen castle, very cool. We got Ariel, we got her underwater cave treasure, and then we got Tiana over here, and then we got this like spinny thing, and this is probably one of my favorite pieces in the whole thing. Okay, so let's go to favorite pieces. Favorite pieces would be, number one, really cool to have like a mini Disney castle. I mean, this could go on display, so this is pretty awesome. Number two, look at how cool this is. I mean, come on, Lego needs to definitely make like a game with this. Like, how entertaining is that? And it knocks stuff out of the way. I mean, I don't know. They need to think of some product, because my kids would love these, like Lego fidget spinners. So Lego, hear me out, Lego fidget spinners. And then my third favorite, let's see. Okay, third place is going to be Sven. How cute is Sven? And then Elsa can ride him. And then I like that even if you take Elsa off and you wanted him to have just like be his own character for display, you can put this piece on him. And he is a reindeer on his own without a hole in his back. And so we have Elsa and Sven. Good reindeer. Very cool. Okay, so that would be my third piece, my third favorite piece, Elsa and Sven. All right, well, that is the 2024 Lego Princess Advent Calendar. Thanks for watching. See you next time.